For the past few years, buying a new MacBook has felt exactly like buying a new toaster. Sure, it is a little faster, maybe a tiny bit shinier, but there is nothing that actually makes your jaw hit the floor. We all just assumed Apple was stuck on autopilot, getting ready to hand us another sleepy little processor bump this year. But I just went down a massive rabbit hole of supply chain leaks, and I need to warn you, everything we thought we knew about the next MacBook is completely wrong. Apple is not playing it safe this time. They are secretly building a Frankenstein monster of a laptop that changes literally everything. And the absolute craziest part of this whole puzzle, the thing that is going to make some people so incredibly mad, has absolutely nothing to do with the screen or the keyboard. It is actually the brain running the whole show. Look, anyone who follows tech was betting their life savings on the fact that this new ultra-premium laptop, let us just call it the MacBook Ultra for now, was going to feature the shiny new M6 Pro and Max chips. It makes total sense logically. Well, scrap that entirely. The newest whispers are saying Apple pulled a massive U-turn behind closed doors. Apparently, they are dumping all their money and engineer tiers straight into the M7 chip instead, completely skipping the M6 generation just so they can win the massive AI race against their rivals. But that aggressive shift creates a really funny problem for Apple. They have this gorgeous, completely redesigned hardware sitting in the lab, and they do not want to keep it a secret for 2 whole years while the M7 chip finishes baking. So, they are going to do something totally wild. They are going to launch this brand new MacBook Ultra early, but they are going to power it with last year's M5 chips. Hold on, do not click away just yet. I know exactly what you are thinking right now. Charging absolute premium prices for a brand new machine with older silicon sounds like the ultimate Apple tax scam. But once you see what they did to the actual body of this thing, it starts to make a weird amount of sense. The insiders are claiming that for this specific release, the physical outside of the laptop is the actual superstar. Rumor has it that Apple is finally ripping out that aging mini LED screen and replacing it with a jaw-dropping dual-layer Tandem OLED display. If you have seen the latest iPad Pro in person, you know exactly what I am talking about. They basically smash 2 OLED panels together. The result is absolute eye candy. Perfectly deep blacks, insane punchy colors, and blindingly bright highlights when you are watching movies, all while somehow draining way less battery life. But here is why that screen matters so much for the rest of the laptop. Tandem OLED technology is crazy thin. And because they saved all that space in the lid, Apple is putting the bottom half of the computer on an extreme diet. They are squishing the whole chassis down. This MacBook Ultra is going to be wildly thinner and noticeably lighter than those heavy metal bricks we currently carry around in our backpack. Now, I can already sense the panic setting in for some of you. If you suffered through the dark ages of those old Intel Macs, you know that super thin Apple laptops usually turn into screaming hot waffle irons. You could seriously burn your legs just trying to watch a YouTube video. But you can breathe a sigh of relief right now. The leaks are pointing to a completely gutted and redesigned cooling system hiding inside. Apple is apparently shoving high-end vapor chamber cooling inside this super skinny frame, matched up with completely new internal fans. This means you can throw your massive 4K video projects or chunky 3D files at it, and it will stay ice cold without dropping a single frame. This new thermal design is going to be the gold standard blueprint for every Mac going forward. But wait, the hardware glow-up is not even the coolest part. When you open up this new Ultra, the screen itself is hiding a massive secret. We are finally saying goodbye to that weird, ugly camera notch. Industry insiders say Apple is bringing the dynamic island straight to the Mac. Imagine your Spotify controls, your active timers, or little glowing Siri bubbles just floating naturally at the top of your screen. They are taking a dead zone and turning it into a living part of the system that you actually want to use. But even that amazing change is tiny compared to the real shocker. Multiple heavy-hitting leakers are claiming that this MacBook Ultra is going to do the unthinkable. It might actually be the first Mac in history to have full, uncompromised touchscreen support. Yes, you heard that right. The universe is upside down right now. Apple is supposedly completely reworking core parts of macOS behind the scenes, making the buttons a little chunkier and the sliders easier to grab, so you can actually poke your screen without feeling like you are fighting the operating system. If this touch feature really happens, it is going to fundamentally change how millions of people use their daily workstations. It is the biggest surprise ever for everyone who said Macs would never get touch. But, as always, Apple is going to make you pay heavily for all this sci-fi magic. Between the crazy stacked OLED screen, the brand new touchscreen glass, the vapor chamber cooling, and the ultra-thin body, this laptop is going to be punishingly expensive. We are talking about rumors starting at an absolute minimum of $3,000, just for the entry-level base model. This is easily the most aggressive, insane Mac redesign Apple has tried in a decade, but it leaves you with a really tough choice right now. Are you actually going to spend $3,000 on the most beautiful laptop ever made, knowing it only has an older M5 chip? Or are you going to hide your wallet, wait 2 more years, and hold out for the ultimate M7 AI version? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below, because I am super torn on this insane pricing. I will see you guys in the next one.